Okay. Disable this. All right, skim HSR theory. Oh my god, not Sunday. Oh, the Sunday girlies are gonna go crazy. So we all know that Sunday is more than likely to join the Stellaron Hunters. However, I'd like to present a new piece of evidence. Wait, didn't we read this or did we not? Official HSR social media posted an animated version of the Sunday LC in which he says, "May all wishes come true. The end is also the beginning." What? They do that?
May all wishes come true. The end is also the beginning.
That is very finality coded. The first line may be referencing Elio, who promised to fulfill the Stellaron Hunter's wishes, but it's the second line that's more interesting. The end is also the beginning, directly referencing the finality. Elegy told us that the finality ends everything, but it's also where everything originates from. So finality in itself is both the end and the beginning. This line coming from Sunday heavenly hints that he'll stride the path of finality, and now we know that Stellaron Hunters follow it as well. Therefore, Sunday, the Stellaron Hunter theory, is even less copium. Sunday isn't joining them? Wait, why do you guys think he's not? Is there something in the game that I don't remember that says that he's not? Dreams? Oh. You know what I realized, by the way? If finality is the ending and the beginning, do we think then that the HSR world is also like Genshin and in some sort of loop? Kind of thing? Like, I do wonder if the world has started and ended before. So what is this? So maybe the HSR world is like the physical theory of like the Big Bang, but like there's like a Big Bang, so there's a point in space that expands, and then eventually it snaps back, and then that like literally just endlessly cycles. Thank you so much for those sub hypnos. I don't know. There's a theory in physics that's talking about this. I don't know the exact name of it, but like how everything comes from a point and everything returns to the point, and then theoretically it happens over and over and over again. Terminus lives backwards, which means their existence began when the world ended. Oh, is it the rubber? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I think it's called rubber band. Why does that look like King Deshret's pyramids? Whenever we talk about Genshin, I feel like we're having a class. That's usually how it is. So wait, Terminus lives backwards, which means their existence began when the world ends? I don't think so, but it's more so shifting through universes, so timeline changes where one thing ends, another begins. Huh. So, like, you're saying then that the world of Star Rail... Oh, you guys can't see that. Hold on. You think that the world of Star Rail is more like a multiversal theory where like there is like a level of like the big decision, and then the world continues in a direction, and then like so on and so forth kind of thing. See, the only reason why I don't know if I truly believe this is because of characters like the Trailblazer and March and Himeko, honestly. Like, both Trailblazer, March, and Himeko have backstories that, like, have big question marks as to, like, what happened where. Like, March has like a questionable past, and I'm wondering if March is someone who, like, survived a cycle, like, proceeded beyond finality or through finality. And same with the Trailblazer and their idea of, like, knowing Kafka and all of them at one point, and, like, that means that, like, they were a being that existed and then didn't exist and then existed again. The Trailblazer is created by Kafka, but Kafka says that, like, they've known each other before. Meaning that there must have been another period of time where the Trailblazer was sentient and, like, alive to a degree. And then Himeko is super weird because, like, she's basically on a planet. Don't know which planet, by the way. The fucking train crashes into the planet. She fixes it because innately she has the knowledge. Flies off with the train. And then there is a period of time where she doesn't know when the hell Pom Pom got there. Even though I'm pretty much convinced that Pom Pom is the physical manifestation of the train. Like the train's spirit, if you could say. Honkai Star Rail's too big to have a Samsara since we are traveling through galaxies. Think it's just down to space-time and new beginnings. Well, I'm not saying it's like the same as the Samsara, because the Samsara cycles in Genshin are a little bit more confined. I'm just saying that I do wonder if there is some, like, cyclical rebirth of the universe that's present. I don't know. I truly don't believe, like I said, I don't believe that Star Rail is on the imaginary tree. Like, I think HI3 is on the imaginary tree, and I think Genshin is. But I think Star Rail is literally, like, traveling through, around, above, below. Like, they are traveling within the space outside of the imaginary tree. That's what I believe. Because what's interesting is Himeko's ult line. I heard it today because my boyfriend was playing. Is so sus, her voice line. What does she say? Where is it? She says, humanity never conceals its desires to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. And, like, my thoughts are that I think, because Himeko said that she has a goal, and I think her goal is to know what is above the imaginary tree. Because theoretically, in the lore of, I think, HI3 and I think Genshin and Star Rail, they say that there is something above the imaginary tree. So let's say that this is the top of the tree. It's green, by the way, because it's a tree. They said that there's something above it, but they don't know what. And this is like something theoretically above the aeons. Like, this is something beyond the aeons. Magic tree's yellow. I know, but I like saying it's a tree and has green. So, I feel like that's Himeko's goal in this storyline. Also, when the fuck are we getting into Welt's lore? Genuinely, I'm annoyed. Like, I am annoyed. Welt, where are the sky people? What's going on? Why are you here? And what happened to Void Archives? Like, I want to know what beef happened that caused Void Archives to leave the ship. If we're going off Gnosticism or Gnosticism, it would be the monad. What's the monad? I do not know what that is. Anyways, I know dreams are saying otherwise, but I don't know if we can trust dreams all the time, especially stuff that far out. HSR theory Idrilla. The Aeon isn't dead and lives inside Argenti. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is insane. Oh, don't tell Aeon Twitter about this. They'll have a field day. I wrote a theory, but it's actually a fact I'm going to prove. It's a fact, y'all. It's a fact. Every time Argenti is mentioned in the story, he always does something weird and nobody cares. Thankfully, I'm here to spread the truth. Are you spreading the truth or your legs? Because a lot of Argenti mains are doing the second one. Number 1, during his quest, Argenti says that he can feel a sensation of beauty arise from his core when looking at people. He doesn't describe this as a power, but as a phenomenon. Phenomenon? I think I'm saying that right. At the end of his quest, he mentioned that during his fight against the bugs, he was protected by the light of beauty, and he doesn't remember what happened at the end. We saw how strong the bugs are in Firefly's animated short, and Argenti is definitely not able to take them all. My guess is that Adrilla actually took control of him to fight. Adventurine told us that he fell in the primordial dreamscape and that the nihility broke his cornerstone. But after that, he was saved by a night of beauty. The fact that everyone moves on from this is crazy to me. Argenti is a normal knight, so he shouldn't be able to resist nihility, and yet he saved him and escaped. Also, he shouldn't even be able to be in the primordial dreamscape, and going back, since Acheron didn't even saw him during the story, Adrilla probably took control of his body, and when they saw Adventurine get attacked by Acheron and decided to save him. On his E6 art picture 4, we can see 2 hands that look like a spirit. Ooh. Wait, I just noticed he has the Notlin hair thing. Huh. It's very obvious that it's supposed to be Adrilla. There would be no reason for this to be there if it wasn't. I agree. I think that is him being touched by the beauty, basically. We know that gameplay is tied with lore. For example, Acheron. Well, in Honkai Star Rail, everyone charges their ultimate once, but Argenti is the only one who can charge his ultimate twice. Once for him and one for Adrilla. Wait, doesn't someone else have this ability now? Isn't it Yan Li who can charge her ultimate multiple times? Yeah, that one might have gotten debunked. Now, it's not too late to summon Argenti if you haven't already. When I observe certain entities, a distinct sensation of beauty arises from my core. Like, I don't know, is he beauty or is he like an emanator of beauty and doesn't know it, maybe? I don't know. Argenti, I knew it. You're still alive. It's so good to see you that you made it through. The moment a knight enters battle, they should already have full belief in their victory. When I fought against it, it was as if the light of beauty protected me. Whatever happened next, alas, I do not recall. Whenever you guys were unveiling the secrets beneath Penacony's surface, I already fell into the primordial dreamscape. The preservation's cornerstone shielded me from the contamination, but in doing so, broke. Fortunately, I met a knight of beauty and nearly escaped death. Yeah, how the fuck was Argenti able to get into that realm and escape? That I do agree is very much question mark, question mark, question mark. And also him just appearing in that quest line was so weird and out of the like random. Okay, interesting. I don't know if I fully agree. Like, I think it's a pretty crazy idea, but, you know, I do agree with the idea maybe that there's more to Argenti than meets the eye. This is a really good video for understanding his character since a lot of people like to mischaracterize him. Okay, I don't know if we'll watch this yet, though. I want to get to, like, actual theories from people in chat. Genshin Notland Theory, there is a tournament that's going on which seems to happen every year. The people do not seem to be interested, and only Malvika is. I believe it's supposed to be a way to strengthen the bonds between the tribes. As we saw in the trailer, there's a scene where Malvika talks to a fire, who I believe is Shablanc. I think that's how you pronounce it. The one entombed with the primal fire. On the fire, we can see the tribe symbols on it, which I believe is a seal, and the only way the seal can be broken is if there is some hatred between the tribes. Or do you mean if there's some hatred between the tribes, or if the hatred is removed? Maybe that's what Capitano does with the help of Oron. The seal is broken, and Shablanque is back. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I would assume Shibalanque. Thank you, Shibalanque. I would assume that if all the tribes are together, that it's a story of unification. Like of all coming together. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I do believe resurrection could be at play just due to Notland's nature. What's this? A YouTube short? The Triquetra is upside down on Paimon. Well, doesn't it just mean that Paimon's probably like the Antichrist or something? Isn't that usually what symbolism of like a reversal usually means? Like it's like almost like it's opposite when something's in reverse. I've seen those. But we know the sky's fake, so is that crazy? I don't think it's insane. Oron, or what is it Oron or Ororon? Is from the Notlantian era and Notland's Irminsul theory. Ororon's collaboration with Capitano is odd. Why would he be with the first of the Harbingers? Oron. Okay. Or is it Oloron? Is it O-L? Oloron? Because somebody said, wasn't it like spelt wrong? For starters, it's based off of the Yoruba deity Oloron. Yeah, so it was, the spelling is different. Oloron is referred to as the source of creation, or in simpler terms, the Lord of Heaven. It seems that he's more than an ordinary guy. Oloron is also a bat. You can see it from his ear and bat wings. Wait, what? Okay, I think that's a little bit of a stretch. Like, I don't know if that's a bat wing or just like a little piece of cloth. The bat wing is a stretch. Sorry, but going on. A bat symbolism is a symbolism of supernatural powers that comes from the forces of darkness and the unknown. Let's not forget that he has tattoos of the unknown god's cubes. I think Oloron is immune to Irminsul effects and survives its cycles, possibly gaining more unknown god markings after each Irminsul wipe, and is feeding intel to the Fatui for his own motivations. Wait! How? There has got to be someone that noticed this. What if he's the Fatui that we forgot about? With the marking on the hand? What if he is that Fatui member that we're like, no one knows him? Because literally my theory is that somehow one of the Fatui members got Irminsuled out. And maybe it's him, because he's literally right next to Capitano. Which would make him 10. Theoretically, I think. Yeah, because honestly, him posing with Capitano was one of the weirdest things ever. Like, I was kind of like, who is this man? How does he know Capitano? And if he has the unknown god symbol on his hand, does anyone remember what this symbol is supposed to mean? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let me cook. I think I have a graphic. Oh, wait. I had it switched, though. I had the hand being, Pusinella. And the mask being the forgotten one. There's no way random characters to be next to the first Harbinger. No, I agree. Protection and healing hand. If that's correct, that means there won't be any Columbina since it's the 2 Fatui members per region so far. I mean, they could change it. You're going to tell me that we're going to go to Shiznaya and it's only going to be 2 Fatui members? I doubt that. Plus, like, let's be honest, they're not even giving us the pyro fucking, so they're clearly changing a lot. The theory says the symbol resembles an ancient Native American symbol as healers or shamans. No, then maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so then maybe it's Pusinella here as 9, and like and then the hand is him. If he's a shaman, shamans are known in lore to be able to travel spiritually. So he could have been from a previous era, and because of his like connections to like shaman rituals and all that, survive the wipes. But that's why there's no information about him. Like, that's why he doesn't appear in anything, because like he can't be logged in the Irminsul like us, but for a different reason. I think the mask also makes sense for Pusinella because I think he portrays a fake personality to the public. He's doing an avatar state, or he's like astral projecting. Like, a lot of like things in shaman lore kind of like side relate to astral projection. According to Tevat, he doesn't exist. Interesting. Wait, so what does a crying mask represent again? You got like, it's supposed to be like a fake personality. Apparently, the crying mask is ascribed to the name Melpomene after the muse of tragedy. It's like the opposite to the laughing, like, happy mask. Yeah, and the deity he's named after is the monarch of the heavens. Huh. Low-key, I think it's possible. In Notland, I speculate Capitano will defeat the Pyro Archon and obtain the Gnosis. With Oleron's knowledge, he could bring Columbina and Dottore to the Irminsul tree. Dottore might experiment with the 7 Gnosis, leading Columbina to use her primal fire to burn the tree. Hear me out with this one. Fire can turn into 7 colors. One of them is pink, matching her aesthetic. Movika's loss may have been an act to hand over the Gnosis as hinted in the Notland teaser with her words about forging a new fate. This act could disrupt the current timeline and alter Tevat's fate and awaken the heavenly principles. This could be the reason why Movika said, "With our blood shall we forge our true fate." I feel like it's like really interesting that they purposely show the hand mark. Remember the dragon dance in Avatar The Last Airbender? I don't, but I wish I did. Seven, his eyes are red and blue. Oh my god, that's literally my Piero theory. I wonder if there's like anyone that's really into tattooing. This is probably like a tribal marking of some degree. I wonder if this is pulled from anything in real life and what it could mean. It does look similar to the quantum sign, I agree. Wasn't there a dream he was a 4-star though? If he was a harbinger, I doubt he'd be a 4-star. That is true. But I don't know. Maybe the dream's wrong. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time dreams were wrong. Because didn't we have dreams that Sejuani was a 4-star at 1.2? Pretty sure we did. Shiori was a 4-star. And Dia. Everyone's been a 4-star at some point. It came from a reliable source. I'm not saying that the source lied, but it could be a situation where something was planned to be a 4-star, but then later on changed. Oleron is a bad. People are just. It's just a theory. I'm trying to see if there's anything else you can pull from his outfit, but there's honestly not a lot. I like the theory though. Like I think it's really cool. Honestly, that might get one of the weeklies, the monthlies, low key. Who put this? Chip? Is Chip in chat? Chip, you cooked if you're in chat. Not much of a theory. I just wanted to point out and remind y'all that during and Alneas shares a lot. Wait, Durin? Are you saying Durin? Oh my god, Chip is here. Hi, Chip. Amazing job. Durin, I'm assuming, and Alneas share a lot of common traits. I remember Alneas telling us that he once was a human form. Is it a he or a she? I thought Alneas was a she. That they were once in an unknown form who floated in cosmic darkness and then met Mother and was brought to Tevat. Oh yeah, I remember this and how it was really interesting. And he had a lot of siblings. I assume he was talking about the Abyss and his siblings are the Rift Hounds and such. We also know that Alneas was attacking Fontaine, but just wanted to make friends with people and actually meant no harm. No, I 100% agree. I think Alneas is connected to Ryan Dodier in them. This sounds a lot like Durin's story. Alneas realizes that he's harming people and backs off and dies and chose to stay dead. Sorry. Buck Durin knew he was harming those around him, although I don't think the OG Tevat did otherwise. Also, both Alneas and Durin came back to life. Jacob did actually restart Alneas' heart for a second before it was all shut down, and Durin preferred to stay dead, even though his consciousness remained pretty much alive. Now that we know that Durin's heart is showing more vitality than before, I can't help but wonder if his consciousness is also alive and just waiting to come back. Question is, was Alneas created by gold? Because Rift Hounds supposedly were, but we also know they are from the Abyss. For me, Alneas and Durin are way too similar not to be siblings. Okay, do you know what's the actual weirdest part? Is the beginning. Is the idea that there might be something known as like the Abyss. Oh wait, can I fill this in? There's something known as the Abyss, but the weirdest part is there's something else, like almost like spirits that are just hanging out. That's kind of like what it sounds like. And these are then, through most likely Chemia, inserted into beings by gold. Like a host. Because that is what we kind of learn from it, is that they did have an existence beforehand. Which we didn't know that about, like, Alnea or about Durin. It's not like when they create, like, it's not like when gold creates something, it then gains sentience. It is like a soul transfer. Like, the soul is, like, put into it. Kind of like, yeah, like Heliobize and Star Rail. Chemia sounds a lot like necromancy. I could agree with that. Elenia states that directly, that they were given physical forms by gold. I wonder if we'll get more information on that. Do we think the Golden Troop TCG art lady is gold? She goes by the same buckle that Albedo has. I've actually never seen it. Can you put it in here? Like in lore? At the bottom? Could you just drop it there? The card and be like ?gold? Okay, Red said theory. The previous Archon died and left behind the flames of the tribes that's basically holding all the life of Notland in them and needs to be handled with caution. I think the death was abrupt, but that the Archon had two possible successors, but neither of them ready to take over the position. This is why I think instead of battling for the position, Movica and Shablanque decided to cooperate because they knew it takes both of them to keep Notland running, and the Archon right now is basically the flames of the tribe and no actual person. Wanted to keep watch over the flame and wanted to control the public. This kind of reminds me of Raiden, though, too much, so I don't know if they'll do that. I speculate Shablanque uses the life force to keep the flames alive, and Movica tries to find someone who could take over the position to control the flame. She does this secretly with her yearly tournament, came to the conclusion because Movica told the spirit to close her eyes and they were shaking, which probably relates to slowly running out of power and not being able to keep the flame alive anymore. So then, like, what? So then we're gonna take on the power? Like, is that what the thing is? Because it kind of felt like that was us at the end. Someday when they return, their ordeal shall begin. Wait, they have a quote in Nouvelette's teaser? Wait, is it in their video or when they dropped their drip marketing? Oh, it's on the wiki? Show it to me, Rachel. Where do I find it? Oh. Someday, when they return, their true ordeal shall begin. The Seven Sovereigns. Who's there? Like, who are they addressing? Like, their true ordeal? Are they, like, referencing Celestia? The primordial one? Okay, well then that means that this person, Shablanque, is not a dragon. Because they reference when they return, meaning they are not part of them. So then that means that Shablanc is not a dragon. So, who the fuck are they? Okay. This is theoretically we think the current Archon. We know they're not the original, but we also know there's Murata. Like, we can't ignore that Murata exists. Like, we have the lines. So maybe there's multiple previous Pyro Archons. Like, maybe it's not just one and there's more than one. Is Murata just a title, an actual person? It's a person. 3 different Archons, it feels weird. They've never done that. I mean, we know that there's no way that this person can be the dragon, so they're not the dragon, and Murata can't be the dragon, and I don't think Malvika is the dragon. The dragon is someone we don't know. I wonder if we have a name somewhere in the storyline for who the dragon is. But I'm assuming then the dragon's dead. If there's 0 mentions and it's not this person. We have to be reviving the dragon. Ajaw? Honestly, Ajaw being the dragon would not surprise me. Like, I'm not even lying. But wait! Because, like, didn't they drip market Ajaw? What did they say on their drip marketing? Hold on, chat. Ajaw drip marketing. Twitter. Oh, I can't find. I'm gonna have to go scrolling. Because you know what? It wouldn't be the first time that they put something obvious like that right in front of our faces and then like basically we're like they were there the whole time. Like, it would not be the first time that they've done that. Almighty Dragon Lord self-proclaimed? Okay, wait. Like, maybe they're like, if it looks like such a joke, no one will believe it. But, like, would it be that crazy? That's literally all it says. Almighty Dragon Lord, self-proclaimed. Ajaw. Read Kinch's drip marketing? Like, his actual drip? I guess that was just a teaser and not drip marketing. It's one thing to charge a fee for delivering a letter, but charging for being a flame bearer on Turnfire Night is outrageous. Is this really a hero of ours? It's not like you just met him today. Surely you admit that he does his job well. That's all that matters. In Notland, where humans and Saurians live together in harmony, there have always been some who have looked askance to Saurian hunters. In a land full of heroes, their practice of assessing commissions and settling a price makes the profession even more controversial. A cruel, ruthless, cold-blooded killer, pragmatic, utilitarian, without so much as a hint of chivalrous decorum. In such a heartless, damning terms do people describe the young man that never argues back, but what of it? Who the fuck is talking? I feel like I'm like hearing someone yap. Ajaw talks in Kitch's other drip, so not in this one. I was like, What is this supposed to say? This servant of mine is no fool and nimble too, as far as servants go. His biggest fault is that no matter how hard you try, you simply can't get rid of him. I mean, it. He literally will not die. Have you ever heard of someone falling headfirst off a cliff and still surviving? Utterly infuriating. They're beefing? He's like an evil Bennett. Kinch can't die. Kinch immortal. Wait, are they talking about Kinch, or is Kinch talking... Or sorry, are they talking about Aja, or is Aja talking about Kinch? Wait, so Kinch can't die? Kinch is immortal? So no, like let me cook, because Nuvi's chair is kind of onto something. What's interesting is Aja is a computer simulation. And remember my whole theory about Noose? And like this is like the one character that's kind of like gamer, like not like very high like tech. And listen, Aja has a different appearance here, and then Aja has a different appearance in the actual animations of the burst. Like there's a bunch of different versions of it. No, it is like Silverwolf. Like this character reminds me so much of Silverwolf. Yeah, Dendro does have connections to technology, just like thematically, but like to this level, like I would say like this is the most that they've done. Like it literally has like pixel style on everything. He has like piercings that are kind of like the dragon stuff. Like on his ears, he has like the like spiked piercings. Nihida has some like technology stuff in her skills. Yeah, she has like the iPad. So wait, does A Jaw call Kinch a servant? How important is Ajaw's VA? Because, you know, like usually when they're really good characters that are a big deal, they'll give them like very good VAs. Like, does Ajaw have like a really good VA? Naruto? Wait, what? It's Naruto's VA? And Kinch's Sasuke? I'm not super into Naruto. Like, I'm not going to be fake fanning. I just know how big it is. Yeah, and Kinshasa Sasuke. Okay, that feels like a big deal. Like, for, like, to give to, like, a side role? Like, I'm like, does that really make sense? Who's the ENVA? Oh, it's a girl? Is Naruto voiced by a girl, too? That's a big deal VA-wise. I did not know that. Oh, I guess it's kind of like, wasn't Ash Ketchum originally voiced by a girl as well? I think so, if I remember correctly. I know that that's more common than you realize. Are there any characters in Genshin that are voiced by like one gender but are the like are voiced by one gender but play as the other gender? Like is it like has that ever happened in Genshin yet? Okay, Bennett, which is from Notland T. Sing show as well. Okay, so this isn't uncommon then. Okay, so this wouldn't be like the first time. I'm trying to see like, okay, how realistic is this to happen? Like if Aja was to become a character, like would this be the first? And it's not, which makes this more even more likely that this could be a thing. Who is Abby Espiritu? What has she done? Yu-Gi-Oh! Genshin Impact, which, yeah. Wait, they've done Genshin Impact before. I think these are just NPCs though. And they've done Star Rail, but again, I think it's an NPC. Wait, Foltz? No! No way, bro. I can't. Foltz is crazy, bro. Foltz is my least favorite fucking person on this planet. Yeah, the fucking kid from the Arlecchino questline that we all hated and wanted to die. The only thing is the NA voice actress doesn't seem like a huge deal unless I'm like, have they done other stuff? I'm creeped. Huh. Who did Nouvelette's voice? Is Nouvelette's VA a huge deal in NA? Who's Nouvelette's VA? Ray? Is it Ray Chase, this person? Ray Chase? They're trending? 7th? Who have they voiced? Oh my god, they've done so much work. They were Roy in Fire Emblem? Damn. I love him. JP also really well known. A lot of famous animes. Would it be okay, like would it be crazy for them in the NA version to like recast the Primordial Dragon? Like Aja could have one voice and then they recast the voice in NA for like the Primordial Dragon? Or not recast, like it's technically a separate character. But the VA isn't too important in my opinion. I guess that's true. Are there any like really big role? I don't know enough about the VAs to know if this is like a thing. Are there any really important Genshin characters that are voiced by like, I don't want to say like like people who aren't a big deal, but like just like characters that are like really important but aren't voiced by like really famous NA voice actors? Might have to watch Demon Slayer. Like yeah, like a lesser known VA. Rio. Adventuring was that VA's first role. That's insane. So wait, there's a chance that my VA debut could be like for Dahlia is what I'm hearing. Hold on. Yeah, who's Mavika's VA? How big of a deal is Mavika's VA? That is a good comparison, I feel. Let's see. Oh, the website's scrolly. I love how I'm just creeping VAs. Oh, they're in Fallout. Smite. They played Hecate, Black Desert, They actually haven't done a ton either. In terms of like work, it doesn't seem like it. The way I'm creeping right now. Oh, are these everything that they've done? The JP though is very popular. Girl, Lily Pichu voices Sayu. Okay, to be fair though, Lily Pichu is like very skilled, like training. And like Lily Pichu is such a unique voice, do you know what I mean? Oh wait, you said the JP one, right? Why did they not list the CN one? Kind of rude. Uh Komatsumi, I'm gonna butcher that. What's the best way? Is it this thing? Trying to see. I don't like pay attention to anime enough to know things. Oh my god, they're Fei Xiao and Star Rail too? That's insane to land those roles back to back. Like, damn. Fei Xiao and Mavika. Her JPVA is married to Zhongli's JPVA. Oh, that's cute. I love that, but that's so cute to think of like VAs like I feel like that happens a lot though. Like at least like from the people I know at Critical Role, like all of them are fucking dating each other or married to each other. Like that's so funny. But I guess because like they spend so much time together and constantly work all the time, especially in NA where VA work is even less popular. I feel because like we don't have such a thriving like you know anime like culture. Yeah. So they probably all work together all the time. Okay, so then that means that the door is still open for like even the old other VA to be the like primordial dragon because like there are some big roles in Genshin by NAVAs that aren't huge deals. And that makes sense because like there are only so many huge NAVAs at the end of the day because there's only so much work. Oh, she did Claudia in TOF. Slay. I liked her voice there too. I liked Claudia's voice. Oh my god, and Cookie Run! Damn, they've done everything. Wow, they have so much under their belt. That's crazy. I'm like looking at all these titles to be like, what do I recognize? And it's making me realize I don't watch anime, which is true, but like, damn, I really don't watch anime. Oh, they're in Azurlane. So much. Holy crap, these people work like insane. They're like on every damn thing. Fate Grand Order. That I need to look into Fate Grand Order. I should like play the Fate game now that we're getting our little collab because I want to know more about it now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bro, how am I still scrolling? Like how much work have they done? This is crazy. Fate is so good. Fate game is ... Yeah, some people are saying it's good and some people are giving me mixed vibes. Wow. They've definitely done a ton of work. Gotcha queen. Yeah, I just feel like casting JP Naruto. Did Naruto ever get dubbed? I'm assuming it did. No, it definitely did get dubbed at one point, right? Because it played on like Cartoon Network here, and there's no way it didn't get dubbed if they're playing on Cartoon Network. Well, yes. Can you show chat on this screen? Was it not on the screen? Oh, sorry. I don't know why it keeps disappearing. Analyze, thank you so much for the follow. It's in the big three. What does that mean? What's the big three? What does that mean? Never heard that reference. Big three animes. So wait, what are the big threes? Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. Wait, Attack on Titans isn't in the big three? I feel like everyone talks about Attack on Titans. I feel like I hear it all the time, like at least once a week. Oh, of the 2000s? That's a crime? No, they're just loud? Oh, AOT is new gen? Best-selling mangas in 2000s. Wait, so does Pokemon not count as anime? Is it like something else or is it anime? Where does like Pokemon fall under? It's older? Oh, it does count? Is Pokemon is Pokemon like as popular in the anime culture as like Bleach and everything? Or is it just popular as a game? Pokemon's most valued as merchandise. It's popular. Avatar is a mix. Pokemon animes went downhill. Yeah, I don't really watch it, but I'm also just not as interested in Pokemon anymore as I've gotten older. Anyways, Ajax being possibly the primordial dragon is definitely a possibility. Or Ajaw, I should say. I keep saying Ajax, but that's the name of fucking child. I do feel like I feel like there's a possibility. Like Ajaw. Why Ajaw as a name? There's more to Ajaw's name. There's like a second half, isn't there? Is it Ajaw something? That would be boring. What do you mean it would be boring? We wouldn't even know who the character is. Because obviously the Ajaw we see, the pixelated version, is not going to be its final. Thank you, MLT. It's like K U H U L Ajaw. Divine Lord in Mayan language. I feel like is there any like tea? Like do we have any lord tea on this name that could give us hints as to like resurrection, multiple versions? Hold on. Give it to me, Met Gala. In the 7th century, the central and north Maya lowlands experienced substantial population growth. Hundreds of settlements, large and small, fill a region stretching from the Paleoneque in the west to the Altanha in the east, and from Uxmal in the north to Kopan in the south. More than 60 kingdoms, each ruled by a Kual Ajaw, compete for control of the land. So the whole thing, oh no, each are ruled by a divine lord. Each kingdom. So it's a title. The variant Kual Ajaw indicates a sovereign leader of a polity. So it's an so wait they use wait so the word sovereign is directly tied to it. That's from the wiki. Early in the 9th century, dynasties the region began to collapse, population levels declined, and most centers are abandoned, never to substantially reoccupied. Interesting. I thought that this said pre-Columbina, and I almost lost my mind. But it's Colombian. Colombian, y'all. My bad. My bad. To all the Colombians in chat. Slay. I was like, pre-Columbina. And everyone's like, no, babes, Colombia. It reminds me of that one video where all the girlies from the pageants are screaming out their, like, places that they're from. Honestly, I only know a few Colombian people, and they're all really great. I feel like every Colombian person I've met has been such a vibe. Like, they're always, like, the life of the party. The words known in several Mayan language, as well as contemporary descendant languages, Aja is the modernized orthography in the standard revision of Mayan orthography put forward in 1994 by the Guatemalan Academia oh my god, and now widely adopted scholars. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean? Denoted of any leading class of nobles in a particular... What is this word? Polity. Genshin, you're killing me. A form or process of civil government or constitution. Okay, so it's like something political related. Leader, ruler, lord, king, or queen. Slay? Mayan priesthood. The variant, so this is the one that we have, indicates a sovereign leader of a polity. Although the extent of the territory or influence controlled varied considerably, could also be applied to persons in theories recognized the overlordship of another person, dynasty, or state. When the title was given to women rulers, the term was sometimes prefixed with the sign woman to indicate gender. The archaeological site associated boasts what may be the royal tomb of the earliest known Mayan ruler. Sorry, I just need to confirm the definition of sovereign. Supreme ruler, monarchy. Possessing supreme or ultimate power. Okay, Aja sus as hell. Like, if we're making a sus list, Aja is on the goddamn top. Okay. Second is Kaya. That... Where did we get this from? Where did we even get the Aja thing from? I don't even remember. I think we were talking about all of the possible dragon stuff. My entry for the lore stream will be my Hoyo Lab post. It's about Bennett and his connection to Notlin and Roll. Bennett? There's no way this 4-star is anything important. There's no way. We didn't finish mine? Wait, did we not? Oh, this is the quote. Well, I think it relates to them leaving the flames. Once Mavika found a worthy person of testing them, I think it could either be the Traveler, as someone who has a connection with the elements of Tevat, who will be able to control the flame and free Shablanki or Capitano. Oh, or Capitano. We got the true ordeal and Mavika asking Capitano if they're brave enough to compete. So maybe Capitano's involved in saving the flame for the Gnosis, or as always, all of us could find another solution together. I think that's honestly, I do think that there is a possibility, whether it's like directly or like slightly similar, because us not having Pyro ready to start gives that vibe. Okay, what's up? Let's start with the basics and connect Bennett to Notland. Same eye color, white hair, tribal symbol. Bennett, green eyes, left shoulder. They both have X-like stitches on their clothes across their chest. Coincidence? I think not. How long is this? Oh, okay, it's not too bad. Bennett's linked to Notland. There is one other character in Egyptian mythology called Phoenix Bennu. Bennu is an ancient Egyptian deity linked with the sun, creation, and rebirth. And we have the sun in Mavika's eyes. According to Egyptian mythology, Bennu was a self-created being said to have played a role in the creation of the world. He was said to be the BA personality component of the soul of the sun deity Ra, and to have enabled the creative actions of Atum. The deity was said to have flown over the waters of Nun that existed before creation, landing on a rock and issuing a call that determined the nature of creation. He was a symbol of rebirth and therefore associated with Osiris. I like this idea because we know that in Genshin there's a theme of primordial water being like the fluid of creation and possibly fire following after. But why am I bringing up a phoenix? Well, what are phoenixes known for? Turning to ash after their death and getting reborn and made out of fire. Fire is obviously associated with Notland, but rebirth is too. Maybe we didn't catch it, but the story teaser mentions rebirth. And wasn't Bennett found on a rock volcano? Weren't the BA soul fragments the thing Sino gets? Next up, primordial air. That's just time. Bennu's name is related to the Egyptian verb meaning to rise in brilliance or to shine. Incandescent is emitting light as a result of being heated. One of Bennett's lines is a quote unquote, "Let's light it up." Coincidence? Impossible. It could just mean to light a flame, you know, like flames emit light. Some of the titles of Bennu were He Who Came Into Being by Himself and Lord of Jubilees. The later word referring to the belief that Bennu periodically renewed himself like the sun was thought to do. One thing we know for sure about Notland is that the tribes are at constant war. Are they? Because it didn't look like it. And as many have theorized, there's a high chance their Archon gets murdered by the next strongest fighter every so often. Remind you of anything? No. Said festival, the ancient festival, might perhaps have been instituted to replace a ritual of murdering a pharaoh who was unable to continue to rule effectively because of age or condition. But it's not done yet. The name is taken from the name of Egyptian wolf god, one whose names was Wet or Sed. So the phoenix Bennu and the wolf deity Wet were associated, like Bennett and Razor, who associated with wolves and our friends. Notice a pattern, or is it just me? It's a little bit of a just you, but okay, I'll let you keep cooking. Last but not least, Lava Walker. I mentioned him in the previous Bennett theory where I claimed Bennett would be a reincarnation of the Lava Walker. That hasn't changed. I still believe Bennett is the reincarnation, but that's because I believe the Lava Walker at one point or another was a reincarnation of the Pyro Archon. What? So are you saying that Bennett's the Pyro Archon then? In the Lava Walker's final days, he said to his people, "This is a flower that blooms in flames until the day that the fires turn me into ashes. You shall see the glowing embers of this flower shining through the dark smoke." Once more, we find mentions of a phoenix. If the Pyro Archon is a phoenix, that is. Okay, but to be fair, though, Movika in their, like, in our trailer has a phoenix. Sadly, though, the Lava Walker did not fear the scorching flames of the Marjavari. He could not quench the torturing flames of time? Not the flames of time. That's interesting. Thus implying that he became either immortal or had his lifespan increased in another way. After all, he started his journey as no more than a sage. How about if the Lava Walker is Capitano? The gemstone, a pilgrimage for a wish, a battle to earn a name, burnt to cinders for a dream. If the intention yet remains achieved, blank's truth he has. Come on now, do I really need to say any more? Or yes, I do. You still don't believe that Bennett is the current reincarnation of the Pyro Archon? What? And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should chuck it, which is why we gave it to the Fatui. So you're saying that because Bennett has the pyronosis, his misfortune is from that? So, like, he's secretly holding the pyronosis this entire time? He's just an unlucky boy who escaped Notland. People need to let it go. But, like, if Bennett isn't Murata and Bennett isn't Mavika, then that means that Shablanque is Bennett. Meaning that Shablanque is also white. Lord help us. Sora, when did you make this post? Was it before or after the current Notland information? 421. Okay, before. I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. I'll let the copium slide. You didn't have the information we have now. Wait, after? What do you mean after? Before? Sora, which is it? Babes, don't tell me you wrote this after. Sora, stand up. So I believe that Kilpoth made Shipe. Wait, who's Kilpoth? Why do I feel like I know this name? Who is this person? Oh, the preservation? So in Storm Disaster, we witness the end of Talzaroth, the propagation, theoretically. In Storm Disaster, we saw the birth and end of Talzaroth and the Enna of the Order, but the creation of Shipe the Harmony. In the scene where Klipoth presumably killed Talzaroth with his hammer, the description says that beyond the Sky Choir, Anomaly Archives 3, countless worlds untouched by Klipoth's graces, recorded the light of the order fading like the radiance of an old empire. Their sons had once disappeared. A statue of an entangled pair of twins appeared in the sky like an omen of coming long night. I'm already lost. Talzaroth fell in the storm, withdrew, and the sun was gently returned. For equilibrium, a voice suddenly calls out to you over her, but it does not hope for your response. You can only feel the phenomenon unfold before you. Their decisions are never arbitrary, for they gently guide the angle of return. I have a headache reading this. I won't quote all the scenes of BTSC, but this is the main one, both Talzaroth and NFL at the same time. Now for Sheep A and Preservation 2, it tells of a beating hammer and suns radiating. This is a scene from Sheep A's formation. I believe the three faces of Tazar... The three faces are Tazaroth, Enna, and human Sheep A. Tazaroth's extreme want for reproduction and Enna's extreme want for order makes an extreme of togetherness, and I also believe that the Aeons that banded together to defeat Tazaroth and Ouroboros are Aha, who somehow knew Tazaroth would ascend before it happened. HOH because they wanted the universe of equilibrium, so reasons to both. Klapoth because they're an enemy of Ouroboros. Enna for being an enemy of Tazaroth, and human Sheep A the N. My head hurts. I see it. I kind of started understanding it when you got to the three heads, but I just don't know if there's enough to support it. Like you have to like almost like start with a reach and keep reaching from there. That's the only problem. My prediction for Playable Harbinger: Columbina Notlin, Pussy Nalina 6.0 because he's in the Tevat chapter preview. Dotorian Capitano sometime in Shaznia. Pantalones 6.4 or 3 for Lantern Right. Piero and Cendrone Conria. Okay. Oh, you think this is gold? Wait, no. It can't be. The only reason why I don't think it's gold is because this reminds me exactly of the Remeria clothes. But I do think it's interesting that this does look exactly like the Remeria sash. Like, I will agree that this is the exact same symbol. That's weird. I didn't skip it. I was just scrolling down because I wanted to see this because I saw it. Honkai Star Rail 2 mini lores. First lore, my theory with Sunday or the twins. Sunday, Robin, and Gopherwood are giving cult vibes. Robin spreads the word and enlightens people. Since Penacony is like America, cults were common in earlier times of America. Even today, there was recently a cult. Which, okay, I'll take your word for it. Like what? MAGA? Anyways, Robin and Sunday were taken in by Gopherwood, who had a plan and groomed them. Oh. I didn't realize we were calling Ballinger in this story. Who had a plan and groomed them into the position they are now, so Sunday being a boss fight made sense. Sunday being the pawn of the Dream Master while he is kept on a short leash. He couldn't leave Penacony, only once he left. Robin has the most freedom of the two, the twins. So what do I think Sunday will be? What if he can't work with Robin kit-wise? Like, what if Hoyoverse made it so that Sunday can't work with Robin or he can't be on the same team? Hence why Ilio says twins that are destined to be apart. Well, wouldn't that mean, like, I feel like that goes back to, like, Sunday being nihility, like an opposite of harmony? So while Robin is able to traverse the world freely, Sunday can't. The other theory, Sunday resembles Lucifer. As an angel, he was known for being the most beautiful. Lilith, in some versions, is seen as Lucifer's sister. Lucifer disobeyed God for the sake of humanity because he felt that humans were getting bad treatment from Father. Lucifer had good intentions for humanity, but he ultimately went about it in the wrong way when it comes to fighting Father. The fight with Father is MC because good MC because evil Sunday and wanting to save humanity. I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily a theory beyond like the kit. I think it's more just like an analysis. I don't think you're wrong necessarily. Like, could these things have been at play? Like, there was obviously a lot of like Catholicism relations to Sunday in general with referencing. So like I don't disagree per se, but it's more just an analysis and less of like a theory beyond just like the kit. But I do think Sunday isn't going to work with Robin just because like I don't think Sunday is a DPS necessarily. And I don't like obviously Robin works with DPSs as a harmony. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is our last one. What time is it right now? I want to get to the Ashikai video. This is kind of a weird theory, but like we know there are two types of descenders, correct? All right, one type that the Abyss sibling is and one that the Traveler is. My idea is that the primordial one was the same kind of descender as the Abyss sibling. Hear me out. What if during the war against the second who came, the primordial one rose to become the first descender? This would fit in with the incomprehensible power the Gnosis holds and how they can store elemental energy since the primordial one exterminated the original sovereign. Lost Arisa wants to take down Celestia, but no mere mortal can accomplish that feat. And who's someone that has the power to take them down if helped? The primordial one? This is my personal timeline. The primordial one and the second who came, Celestia, began a war, and as the primordial one was rising to the power of a true descender, the Traveler, he was struck down by Celestia, and his body, the ruler of Tevat, was maybe used to make divine seats, a seat of power and ownership over the element and a piece of Tevat. After 100 years later, Lasaritsa is trying to get back the remaining piece of his body to bring them back with the help of Malvika. We know that the barrier around Tevat was made of primordial one's eggshell, so also what if the plan is to not only take down Celestia, but to liberate Tevat, aka make it a reality instead of a dream? I think the idea of not bringing back the primordial dragon and instead it being like the descender or someone else is a good way to switch up like our intention on Notlin. Like we're all going to expect one thing and it ends up being someone else getting revived. Because theoretically they already have the Gnosis from Cryo. So technically the Pyro one is the last one. Like they don't need to go get the one from like Saritsa. Like they already have it. So I could see it being that. The only thing I don't know if I fully agree with is like the primordial one not being a descender. Like it kind of is very clear that like the descenders we know of are the first one is Fanes, the second one is the second who came, the third one is the one that ended up being the Gnosis, and the fourth is us. Because then if one of them's not, then who is it? You know what I mean? This is definitely a stretch, but what if the Fatui are connected to the Aeons? Jesus, Lord help me. I noticed that the Aeons match the logo of the Harbingers. For example, Nanook being the Aeon of Destruction and Capitano being the strongest in terms of brute strength, Anna being a puppet, and Syndrone's icon also being one. Like a mask for the masked fools, okay. So wait, you're saying the whale is what? Ouroboros? Like the Leviathan? And then Senora's is the Abundance? Noose is Skara? Sorry, and then which one is Arlecchino? The hand is what? There's too many colors that are being reused. What's Columbina? Or is Columbina Ouroboros? And I'm like, fuck. Propagation is Arlecchino? Oh. Why? What's the correlation? Wait, why is Destruction Capitano? I don't get it. How do the three nails represent Like Nanook. I don't understand. Arlecchino would be Hun? I don't know if I agree, because the problem is I think there's obviously probably more Aeons than there are positions, right? 3 wounds in the hand and chest. So then why would the mirror dude from like Remembrance be the heretic symbol? 18 Aeons? I don't think so, personally. I don't know if there's enough evidence beyond just like vibes. This is the concept of how the planet of Tevat is. My theory is that the false sky surrounding Tevat is powered by Celestia, and I think the thing giving energy Celestia to portray the sky that defines the fate of people is the ambitions and the visions. We know that Celestials are the ones that give the vision and not the gods, but we don't know why the reason the visions were created and why all people are receiving them. Well, theoretically, there were no visions before the Archon War, but there was a fake sky before the Archon War because the sky was created from the eggshell of Bane, so I don't think this checks out, but I'll keep reading. Tevat is located in the center and surrounded by the Dark Sea, where we don't really know what's beyond the sea. Below is the Abyss. We already know the Abyss is not in Tevat, but below, I think the Abyss is a way to get to Conria. Okay, that I don't think either, because we know that Conria is on the edge of the Abyss. So most likely Conria, and wherever it resides, is in between what is above and what is and then the Abyss. Connery, I think, is like Tevat, but in a mirror, no controlling organization, no full sky. This is why Celestia couldn't control them. Soul for me is the hardest to locate. We don't know if the tree is in the Abyss or someplace in Conria, but I think it's nearby Conria. Maybe Celestia took the opportunity of Conria's problems and caused a cataclysm to control the Soul without having a civilization. The Soul doesn't exist in the physical reality. The Soul exists in a different plane. I'm pretty sure they explained it in Genshin a bit. Okay. Like, where you have Abyss, I have Conria. And then Abyss is where Conria is, in my opinion. Like, so, like, it's kind of, like, switched. It's a good diagram, though. I like the diagram. Like, I like the way you drew it. The only thing is, though, is like we have 3 moons. So I guess there's like the moon of Conria, the moon of the Abyss, and then the moon of the above, maybe. Interesting. Okay, Ashikai video. We are ending with that. We're ending with that. And then I will announce winners. It's like a Fortnite map. No, it really is. I tried my best, but I'm so bad at doing theories. Oh no, it's fine. You had like an idea there. I just think that there are some things that like point to like possible other stuff, because Conria, they talk about things constantly leaking in from the Abyss, and it's described as like they're on the edge. Like they're like able, they're constantly dealing with like things from out of this world coming in. So that's why I'm like, oh, like if that's the case, then the Abyss is outside of Conria, like even further beyond. Okay.
Familiar with this process because we see it all the time, just in reverse. When we claim rewards from a petrified tree within domains, we offer the trees resin, which is raw, crystallized elemental energy.
I feel like this thing in Genshin means something now that I'm looking at it. Wait. I feel like it must be a symbol. Wait, is there an image of it? What is it called? Domain Genshin mural? Haha! I love when people take the, like, images of stuff. Can I get one that's blank? Wait, I want a blank one. Hold on, y'all. Oh, right here. Oh my god, I know what the Triquetra means. I don't know why I haven't thought of this in the first place, but I literally know what the Triquetra means. And I don't understand how it's taking me this long to piece it together. Wait a minute. It literally just came to my brain all of a sudden. The Triquetra is representing the 3 worlds that collided to our current Teyvat. There were 3 moons and 3 moon sisters and 3 worlds, and it's like a Venn diagram. Like world 1, world 2, world 3. Is this the sustainer? What does this mean? This kind of gives me like sustainer of heavenly principles vibe. Then there's something that's 6. Oh my god, are these the 5 sinners plus Dane? And then this is the abyss. This is the forbidden knowledge. And them opening the abyss. Right? Like this is like forbidden knowledge seeping from the abyss. And this is on the cubes. This is the same symbol. Wait, this is the same symbol as what's his name? Oleron. Wait, is Oleron one of the sinners? Because we only know their titles. He could be one of the 5 sinners. Especially since we know Dane was a part of this group. Like, this is Sertology, Rhine, Rear. Check the omnipresent statue in Inazuma. What if he's Rear? If he's Rear, he's the Moon Hunter. Oh yeah, Verd, thank you. That's Dane's brother. Verd. I'm missing one more. I think it's the one with an H. I always fuck up this name. Hro Hero Piertier. He doesn't have anything to denote him being a sinner. I mean, we don't know. The only reason why is because the only place that the number 6 comes up, I feel like, is with the 5 sinners plus Dane. And like, this symbol is here, and there are 6 of them, and it looks like Oh my god, wait! Is this the firmament then? I think the tree is supposed to maybe represent the Irminsul and the firmament protecting Tevat. And like, they pried open the firmament to let in the abyss. Like, that's kind of what it looks like. Like, it looks like they're taking it and like opening the firmament in order to let in the abyss, in which the Sustainer, aka Kiana, is trying to protect Tevat against. Actually, no, I think this is the firmament. This is the Irminsul tree. Because we know that the Irminsul tree was tainted by, like Nahida told us that. So it's kind of like you can tell that the Irminsul tree is being touched by the abyss as it tries to approach Tevat. Oh my god, wait, the top are the 4 shades. Right here, these are the shades. And then this must be Fanes. This like diamond in the middle. I'm just gonna put P. There's also crowns hanging above the domain tree. Are these the 3 moons then? Because the Moon Sisters, apparently, in the lore of Fischl's bow, talk about the Moon Sisters calling towards like the abyss, like almost like looking for it. And there are 3 swirls, like these swirls are 3. I always wondered about the hanging crowns. So then what are these symbols? And what's this? This kind of reminds me of music for some reason. I don't know why. And what is the top? So is Paimon some sort of puppet then? Seems like a big dream catcher. One second. Is this supposed to be a dragon? Like, okay, we have an eye. Like, is it a dragon's face or something? Or are these dragon wings? I see a cobra. Looks like a light bulb. I'm like, I feel like these mean something, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is supposed to represent the twins. Like, Aether and Lumine. Kind of looks like how flowers procreate. Remeria is music related, yes. Hold on, chat. I want to go up to it in person to see if there's anything else I could grab from it other than a photo. Wait, there's crowns around the tree? Is that supposed to be a reference to the kings of Conria, like King Ermin? Because the tree is kind of like an Irminsul tree, and then the name is King Ermin, and kings are obviously crowned. There are 10 crowns? It's in any domain, right? I can go to any domain. Might as well get some more Emily artifacts, never know. There's a big one and a bunch of smaller ones. Actually, wait, can I just walk up to it now? Will it let me? Oh, it will. Fuck yes, chat. How many crowns are there? There's a lot. There's more in this domain? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm counting 10. It looks like Layla's crown. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 8 pedestal things. Oh my god, there's just so many things. Can I climb this tree? No, fuck. I can't tell, chat. It's interesting because the bottom is like completely blocked off in this one, so you can't even see it. We need Skara. I was just seeing if there's anything else that we could like look around here to see what else information we got. Isn't it weird that the crowns also descend from never-ending skies? Look at Layla in-game. Is it the same amount of points, though? I feel like it might not be. It's not, though. The crowns have 4. Like the threads of Paimon according to the Melazines. Interesting. I don't know. The crowns are interesting. 10 crowns? So wait, what did they think it is? The 5 dark archons, leaders of the darkness. Ancient prophecy of the abyss invading Celestia's domain. World of darkness, abyss order. World of light, divine. The 7 archons minus Saritsa. Don't think that's true. This is a really old, this is 3 years ago, chat. We know a lot more. Rumor has it that the people who've ascended to Celestia have also witnessed the same helix-shaped divine ladder that can be seen within the visions, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in both? Yeah, the 5 dark archons are definitely not dark archons and are the sinners.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin de
Okay, wait. Let me cook, but what if... Whoa, wait. Kiana in HI3 is corrupted by Honkai energy, causing her to become her, like, void self, right? Like, she's, like, in that void form when she gets corrupted by the, like, Hersher of the Void. And the version that we see of her in Genshin is the Hersher of the Void version. And the symbols on the boxes she uses are these symbols. But in this depiction, we have an angelic version of what we think is the sustainer. Okay, girl, shut up. What if there is a version of the sustainer that is uncorrupted? What if the version that we met is not the normal version of the sustainer of heavenly principles? And what happened was the sustainer sacrificed themselves to save Tevat. And as the twins were running away, they came into contact with this version of the sustainer that had been corrupted by what flooded in. So in reality, Kiana is not evil innately, and Celestia isn't evil either and is actually good, but has been, like, fucked over by, maybe not good, maybe gray, let's say gray, but fucked over by the sinners. Because think about it, the sustainer is holding on, theoretically these are the arms, is holding on to this the Irminsul tree and blocking the corruption from reaching Tevat. Like, they're body blocking it. What if the moth looking thing in the middle is Senora? Girl, be serious. I don't think the trail, I think this is just a way to represent forbidden knowledge. So then what are the 3? Is one of these supposed to be then maybe one of these are Nubelung and there are 2 unknowns? I don't know if this is darkness. I feel like this is something else. I just don't know what. I think the thing in the middle is the unknown god, and the lines that spiral down are meant to represent the twins because one of them touched the circle thing of the abyss. Maybe. That forbidden knowledge in us, like, are we evil? Are we the evil ones? Did we do it? I mean, the Melazine sees us as a monster. When they look at us, they literally depict us as a monster. that will like bring calamity. And Rhindodier most likely created the Intivat, which is why we came. And like Rhindodier's part of this motherfuckers that opened this whole thing up. I don't think we're gonna know the answer today on this thing, but this is definitely so sus. Okay, back to the video. My brain is broken. I only know I literally looked at the wall and noticed this.
And in return, the tree gives us crystallized memories. That's what artifacts and these ascension materials really are. We do the same thing for boss fights, which are canonically instances of the traveler revisiting their own memories and claiming a crystallized form.
Tevat's, or not Tevat's, Arlecchino's boss form doesn't have that symbol, right? Like the one from the Heavenly Principles.
Of them at the end of battle from the Leyline Blossom. Now, if you wanted to change what kind of crystallized memory you got from a boss fight into a different crystallized memory, then you're gonna need something called a dream solvent. And it's in the description of this item that things start to get really interesting. Not only does it say that people believed in memories taking physical form at one point, but the dream solvent also says that it takes objects obtained from memories and converts them into, quote, some other dream. This allows us to make a direct connection between memories and dreams. And considering the fact that there are countless lines in and out of the game referencing dreams and stressing the importance
true. The Aranara was all about dream stuff.
of memories, there must be something to this idea. So what if we just assumed that Tevat is a dream world built from memories? After all, we just got this name card which has the most infuriating description that reads,
The dreams someone weaves into being are false, but they nonetheless point towards something real. Is this a Hexen Circle fucking name card? Lord help me. There must be an eternity forged from memory at the end of this path. The dreams someone weaves into being are false. That's giving Luma fate. Like weaving the dream, weaving the ley lines, weaving fate. But they nonetheless point to something real. There must be an eternity forged from the memory at the end of this path. Like, yeah, that's giving, like, take the dream and make it a reality.
the dreams someone weaves into being are false, but they nonetheless point towards something real. There must be an eternity forged from memory at the end of this path. Which frankly just sums up the rest of this video. Although, I admit, this line is a little cryptic in how exactly it applies to Tevat, so let's take a stab at decrypting its meaning by expanding our Hoyoverse
7-minute edit of my
lexicon.
sheep theory,
That
which
should
is
help us
better
figure out how
worded.
feasible this hypothesis really is. Okay, so Hoyoverse likes to split its worlds into two parts, the material world and the immaterial world. The material world, which I will call real space, is all about physical reality, the tangible everyday life that we experience, and the familiar
I'm a material
laws of nature we observe,
girl,
like space-time,
personally.
thermodynamics, and gravity. In the Hoyoverse, real space often gets conceptualized as a golden cosmic tree with star clusters at the tips of its branches that form galaxies possessing life, and this tree is said to be the, quote, manifestation of the will of the universe. On the other hand, the immaterial world, which I'm going to call the memory zone, cannot be as easily perceived as it's basically a chaotic, lawless realm where all of our memories, thoughts, and emotions reside. It's generally conceptualized as a sea of consciousness, full of a rather familiar-looking silver and pink-tinged liquid known as memoria. At its most simplistic level, memoria is just liquid memories, but it also has a ton of very curious properties that make it the cornerstone for this entire theory.
HSR
Because despite being a
cinematics go
fluid that
off.
only really exists in the mental dimension, which you shouldn't really be able to perceive, you can actually make stuff out of it. Monsters, people, or even entire worlds can be made out of memoria, although they're only going to exist within the memory zone and not in real space. Worlds created from Memoria are called dreams and generally take the shape of a bubble.
Thank you for the
This
22
is because
months.
the chaotic sea of consciousness that makes up the memory zone has no laws like time and space, which make it nearly impossible for a normal person to navigate. If you wanted to create a traversable reality within the chaos, you're going to need to isolate a set amount of Memoria from the rest of it via some kind of barrier. This allows you to establish control over a small bubbled space and create something more comprehensible and coherent than the lawless sea outside of the bubble. But
Like a
just
memory
like a normal
bubble?
the bigger a dream world is, the more unstable and likely to pop it is. And that's bad news because the last thing you want is for all the chaotic, disordered memories outside of the bubble to come pouring into the bubble and mess up the precious order that you established. Now, the reason these bubble worlds are called dreams is because trying to control the memories distorts them, creating worlds that feel a bit surreal, like they obey a completely different set of natural laws. Now, does all of this sound kind of familiar? Because it should. Tevat is a world surrounded by a dark sea with a firmament that's making up the sky, separating the order that Celestia has established from the disordered abyss on the other side, and it has its own laws. That sounds a lot like a bubbled dream floating in the sea of consciousness. So if Tevat is made up of elemental energy, which is just memories in a different state, and memories are synonymous with dreams, and Memoria is just memory juice that can make up a whole dream world, then is it not realistic to assume that Tevat is simply made of Memoria, or better yet, a Memoria-like substance? I think it is. But this substance goes by another name in Tevat. I am, of course, talking about primordial seawater, and that is a claim that I will now proceed to back up with.
Guys, I 100% am telling you we have definitely watched this video because I'm 100% sure we have. I can recall almost all of it. I don't know if we've watched all of it. I think we only watched the primordial sea part. Unless, did they make another video about the primordial sea? We've definitely watched a video relating Memoria to primordial seawater. Did you solo watch it? Maybe. Damn, Ashikai's thumbnails go off. I like them. You're just experiencing your own samsara. It feels like that. I'm literally looking at the clips and I already am like, I know what clip they're using. It feels like I've watched it before. Maybe I did.
Evidence. Let's get the obvious thing out of the way.
Maybe I did watch it while I was working and I put it on in the background and that's why it feels so familiar.
Like primordial seawater. Yes, the Memoria is slightly more blue, but it still has that very unique silvery pink tinge to it. And they're both weirdly connected to whales, of all things. And I'm not just talking about the narwhal that kept trying to drink the primordial sea, although it is odd that it's connected to black holes, and there was this black hole type thing that was trying to swallow.
No, I've definitely watched this on my own.
But also, it's odd because whales are directly connected to dragons. See,
if I didn't watch it with you, Leviathan.
Which is where
See, I've definitely pre-watched this myself. I knew it. I think I did watch it. I don't know if I got through all of it, though, because I don't feel like I remember.
Order within its domain, which in this case, in the current theory, is basically the embodiment of order within the dream. It maintains its stability. Now, after going through...
No, I actually remember watching it on stream with you. Sip watching Ashkai without us, betrayal.
Dominance over these forces of nature in order to have total control over the dream world. But the dragons themselves fought back, even going so far as to try to
I'm trying to listen to see if I watched all of it.
Disordered Memoria from the outside.
We definitely watched either on stream or not. Disordered Memoria? No, I feel like we did watch this on stream, actually. Pretty sure someone put it in a react. Because, yeah, the word disordered Memoria, I know that's not from me, but yet I remember it. Yo, not you making us rewatch a video, chat. Y'all gotta keep up and remember these things. I can't. Anyways, okay, wait, let me go and pick who I want to get it. I already know one of them, 100%. I think Chip, this opened a whole can of worms. So I'm going to say, congrats, bestie Chip. Please open up a giveaway ticket for your weekly, your monthly. I need to pick one other person. Which one did I like the most? The Adventuring was not bad. Or not Adventuring, sorry. The Argenti one. What was Annie's again? Oh, the Dern stuff. The Bennett one? I feel like I should just give the Bennett one for the pure cope. For the pure cope that existed months ago. Like, I feel like the Bennett one is just so funny. Because it's truly such cope. Honestly though, this one, even though like there were like errors, the work they put into, you know what, for the sake of wanting to give people props of putting in effort, I'm gonna give it to Zuckeriki, but only on the idea that they will continue to improve this theory and work on it harder, because I think you have something going there. You just need to like really put in the work of truly like looking at everything, because there's so much information on some of these topics. But I like the way you've depicted and set it up. So I'm going to give it to you and hope that in future we see another version of it with like even more information, because it inspired me. It's any monthly pass. Yeah, it's any monthly pass. I always let people choose if they want. No, not a big deal. By the way, anyone that does have a thing open, I'm gonna get them to tonight. I got paid today, so yeah. What did someone say about Welt? Hold on. I don't have any evidence, just pure cope. But what if Capitano is Welt? That would be crazy. I would like